Well, hello, my fellow car modelers. How are you doing today? All right. Wow, what a week this has been. Last weekend was the ACME Southern Nationals NNL. And, wow. Let's see. Let me put a little more light on the subject here. I'll tell you, man, the week is still going on. As of right now, this is Wednesday I'm taping this. Just got done doing my thing with BG when we do our Model Car Guys episode, which is our wrap-up to it's basically our post-show. It's been a busy week. If you've been watching the videos and you're doing this all in succession, this is the next one. I've covered the show part. I covered like our little meet and greet there. I did a little intro vlog and stuff. I appreciate if you've all been watching. Thank you very much. Smash the like buttons on these videos for me, please. But this is a pretty cool one. This is something a little different because, like, if you thought that it was over this week with the Atlanta show, no. I've got two more videos coming out, plus the me and BG, or should I say BG and me, the Model Car Guys, our wrap-up. All right. This is a good one, though. I picked out a couple of buds of mine in their cars, and I wanted to feature them. I really wanted to do more of these. Time just wouldn't allow it. There's a lot of people, and I'm meeting people, but so I grabbed people I knew. That's pretty much the biggest reason why these particular guys, which they're no slouches in models, believe me, but they're also good friends of mine. These models were all pretty tough contenders, something cool to look at up close. So here we go. I'm done with this. I'm still exhausted from the show, but thank you guys for watching, and let's just get into it. First one I grabbed is old Rob Smurry, my old pal from back in the Southern California days, and he's got some interesting models to show us. Let's see your work you brought. Are these the only two you brought?
No, I brought 6 of them. These are the only 2 NASCAR.
Oh man! Well, first of all, we're going to look at this, and we got from Jim Rogers' box of crap the helmet there. But look at this. I haven't seen one of these. These were the Gen 6, the early Gen 6. I haven't seen one of these built up and detailed like that. Beautiful work. What can you tell me about it?
It took 8 months to do.
And of course, Rob has always been known for spectacular paint jobs.
It's Mike's decal, power slide Mike's decals, and a
Like
lot of matched acrylic paint in the blue, and it's hand painted along the top of the windows just to get them to all match, and cleared over with DuPont Chroma clear coat.
Yeah.
And it has Miller Sport Customs 3D printed brake rotors, hubs.
Yeah. Looking at these
springs.
I hope I can get focused in here. Let's see. You guys got to see. Of course, the thing won't focus for me.
And then I put a photo etch front on it.
Oh yeah.
That's a photo etched front on the top of the rotor.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. But can you see those springs? Those are 3D printed springs. You can see.
Good morning.
Oh, we got someone coming by.
Luka Cee.
There he is.
Who
There's
is
that
also
Mr.
filming.
Hobby
Let me
dude.
get up here.
Okay. Old
With,
hobby dude.
Model Car Hobby headquarters.
Yep. And we got Rob Smurry here. We're looking at
Good morning
looking at
again.
his insane models.
We'll talk a little bit later.
Yes,
And we're gonna be.
Knew that was going to
look at
happen.
a lot of cars.
And then
by the way,
we've got this. I'm going to read this right here. We've got a Salvino's JR Monte Carlo done up in a kind of a fantasy configuration that you're known for.
Yeah, it's my second.
And it's just beautifully done. And it's just, Rob, your paint has always, all the years I've known you, has always just been just incredible.
Take it in.
And so you knocked that one out of the ballpark. That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Let's take a look at that paint job.
A lot of pictures.
This one, you not as blown out as the Zest car, but pretty good.
It has the
pretty
detail
good detail
of the era. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
Thanks a bunch, Rob. Thanks for
you.
the time,
You're welcome.
bud. Great seeing you again. Dennis Smith, the old boss. My old boss. This is his amazing stuff. Told you guys this guy knocks them right out of the ballpark. But look at this. In the precious metals class, which is the theme class, which we're going to look over, and there's one over there. Old Mark Batson's got his. So this is the theme class, but we got to talk to Dennis. Dennis, you get over here right now.
Buddy.
Let's have a talk about this model.
First
of all, we'll look at that face again. There he is.
Excuse my voice.
Yeah.
Sinus problems.
So, tell us about it. Tell us about this.
Well, it started out with a monogram on old eBay. I got a bunch of parts and stuff.
Oh, really?
One of the Red Baron bodies was in there, so I said I want to do something different with it. I started just going to modify a little bit.
Red Baron body. Oh,
Yeah, Red Baron.
So
there's a Red Baron beside it.
there's a comparison. So that's what you started with.
That's what I started with. And then what happened is I started wanting to put a V8. I wanted to make it like a German theme.
Yeah.
But the V8 that I found was too big for the frame, so I ended up cutting the frame off the body, making a new frame.
Look at
And
that.
then I didn't machine the wheels, but remachined and made a gas tank, a differential.
Oh, so those are your wheels?
No, those wheels are JPS.
Okay.
I didn't machine those.
Oh, so you machined
Everything else I did though. I fabricated
Beautiful.
the radiator out of actual auto parts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the radiator is made from a BMW water pump. Just cut up. I was doing it at work when I had some time and filed and shaped and everything. And then all of the round items such as the steering column, gauges, like I said, the gas tank, was all machined off the lathe.
Oh, beautiful work. Beautiful. Oh, look at that.
Made the
Yeah.
injector scoops and stuff like that, or the fuel injector intakes.
And I can see, yep, the German thing, the Black Max. Der Black Max.
They're Black Max.
Der Max.
And
Niceness.
actually, the roof
Yeah.
is actually the helmet cut down and an extension added
Oh,
onto it.
so you just, let's get a look at
Yeah,
that.
this is still the
Okay.
This is still the actual roof of the Red Baron.
No kidding.
Chopped and added the front piece to it. So like, put a
Now
windshield.
that's some ingenious model building right there. Stop laughing, Tim. And to take something like that and turn it into your own custom.
Yeah,
Who would have
started
thought
out
like the German helmet? That's
Yeah,
I would have never noticed that's what you did.
yeah, that's it.
And that's what shows excellent model building.
Thank you very
skills.
much. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun.
Very, very.
Actually, the radiator hoses are where you take, seals like cam bearing seals.
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Look at that.
that. What it is you take the spring out,
Yeah.
use
I
the
recognize
use the polishing cloths and shine them up, and it looks like those the street rod.
Right, exactly. Those
That's
corrugated
about-
street
yeah,
rod.
exactly.
See, that's the thing, Dennis is a master mechanic. Been doing it
Yeah.
for years. He was my boss. Got me started in the business years ago, and I always remember that. I would always take things from work when you take
yeah.
off a car, all the garbage you normally throw away. Us
Look,
model
look,
builders,
look.
we see something, we could use it.
Yeah, actually, the windshield and this aluminum piece back here is a Mercedes relay. That's an old relay that I cut it up. Like I said, when I got done with my work, I would fabricate, parts out.
Oh,
what I had
yeah.
at the shop.
That's amazing.
It was-
That's
it was a lot-
incredible.
it was a lot of fun to
That's
do.
some ingenious model building right there. Taking all the garbage we normally as mechanics would throw away.
The worst part of it is actually
And what
the
a stance.
The springs are made out of stainless steel. Stainless steel backing plates for brake pads.
Oh,
And talk about trying to get those things formed and filed and polished.
I
It
bet.
was a lot of work. Yeah. Had a good time with that. It's a cool car.
Well, thanks a lot, Dennis, man. That's a treat seeing that. I was looking forward to seeing this model. Here we go. We got Mark Batson, hobby dude. Well, let's shake and and a little muse behind you there.
Oh, there is the muse behind me.
There you go. So, I'm looking at a model right now, and I'm going to point the camera to it here, and then you can talk about it, because this thing's quite different and quite extraordinary, and it has a big meaning between you and I, kind of, sort of. This beautiful, unfinished. It's a finished model of an unfinished car,
It is.
isn't it? Look at that.
Do you have any issues with the glass? I'm starting to lean towards.
And you started this a while ago, and stopped, and then you saw my video of my Ford does not hold a candle to this. And I'm so honored that that's what got you back on this, and it was definitely worth it, because this is amazing.
Well, thank you for the inspiration.
Oh.
This was one of those things that I started roughly almost 25 years ago after another viewing of the movie Days of Thunder, when Harry and the team were building the car, and I was inspired to do something like that. So I started hacking the car up, and like most things in life, it just get in the way, or other projects that catch your attention, so I walked away from it. And then your Thunderbird that you did, kind of similar, that was in the fabrication stage.
That was nothing like this.
Just kicked me in the butt to get me to right back into this to get going again. So now the great thing
so
is,
cool.
since then, back then we had Tester Silver and the metallizer colors. And there's two different metallizers on this car, but then All-Clad came out. So the body, chassis, you got 7 different All-Clad metal colors and 2 metallizer colors. So you have different shades and tints of metal all throughout.
So there's actually no sheet metal on this.
No, there's no real sheet metal on
Yeah.
this.
Whoa.
But it really gave a really good rendition of what a real sheet metal is.
Yes.
So it really did. The Clecos, I was drilling the holes for the Clecos, and when I started counting, I finished one side and started counting. Okay, how many Cleco, or how many drilled out holes did I do? How many Clecos am I going to have to make? I stopped counting on just the right side. I stopped counting when I got to 70.
Jeez.
So I cut nearly 200 of the brass Clecos and about 60 of the copper. I had 2 of the copper left, but I've still got plenty of the other ones. At best I can figure there's about 163 splines sticking out of this thing.
You know how many I had? I had 6. I just did one fender. And I was like, okay, that's good enough.
And it's just
Amazing.
20 thousandths brass and copper rod, cut to the lengths, and then tipped in Molotov for the release mechanisms on the Clecos. But but I just wanted to give that rendition, and then made the body template just as something like you would see in a
Yeah. Oh, and the body template turned
it
out
was a fun
beautiful.
build of a car, but I'm not really finished with it, to be honest with you.
No kidding.
There are 2 more little things I want to do that really aren't big. You know how they'll put a dummy engine in them to check clearances?
Yes.
So I'm going to put a
Which was in
just a
Days of
dummied up
Thunder.
engine, with the big hook where the carburetor normally is, where they set that in there. That's just going to be sitting in there too. But overall, I'm kind of pleased with it so far.
Oh yeah, and it looks like for like every panel you kind of did a different bit of shading to each panel to make them look like separate pieces of sheet metal formed.
Yes.
I definitely can pick that up. And also the little burnings and all that of the welds on everything. And then on the chassis. And you go watch Mark's channel, Hobby Dude 007. And he lays it all out of how he does stuff like this. Because, well, we don't want that in there. Because, man, out of the ballpark.
Well, thank you.
That's a nice one.
Thank you.
I was looking forward to seeing this. Thanks a ton, Mark. Thanks for going over it with me.
Glad to.
Love it. Old pal Tim Mullins here from back in the day, along with the boss.
The boss.
Those 2 came rolling down here from Virginia. We used to pal around, and he's the other guy that was in the Roadrunner with me, banging to Metallica on the way to the MDA show. And this guy, let's take a look at this model of his. What I love about Tim's models is he just really builds these roughed up cars, and they're all, shall I say, these real pieces of crap that are absolutely beautiful. No, I love it. Polished turd? No, they're way better than that. This is the post-apocalyptic. You said truck, but
It's got a bed.
yeah, so it's a truck. But what is so cool about this? I mean, I'm looking at the detail. I was looking at it earlier. Just beautiful weathering. I love weathering like that. But well, just why don't you talk about it? You know more about it than I do.
Well, this was originally built for a post-apocalyptic build-off online, and since that's one of my favorite things to build, I jumped on it.
Yeah.
And I tried to make it kind of lightweight, four-wheel drive. It is. You can see the.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh.
It
Okay.
has the full four-wheel drive Ford F-150 chassis and drivetrain,
Nice.
and it is made for quick gathering of whatever goodies they can find
Yeah.
that aren't nuclear melted food.
Yeah. This looks like this could have come right from Fury Road.
Yeah, that's a big influence of it too.
Yeah. Oh, look at the emblem here. Let's see if I can get that info. That's pretty cool.
There you go.
There you go. So light getting it right. We can see it. Never know till I get into editing. Yeah, that is cool. A little bit of get the heck out of my way spiking going on there.
Yeah, and those are actually parts runners. Most of that is parts runners, just shaved down like carving a pencil or
Oh,
something.
okay.
And then I drilled holes in the ends to make it look like it was tube work.
I immediately was assuming that you were using like aluminum tube or something there, but that's what you used. You just used the sprue.
Yeah.
And wow, nice.
And the rope holding the roll bar together.
Yeah.
Is actually insulation out of coaxial cable.
Ah, I
The
know.
little spacer
Yeah,
insulation.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
It goes in.
And this is dyed with acrylic paint wash.
Nice. Wow. I have some. Oh, I got it.
Two different seats, because they cobbled this thing together.
Yeah, whatever it takes is what it's all about.
And here's your connection. Let's see if you can figure out what this is. That box right there. What does that box look like to you? This little toolbox against the wall.
Oh boy.
You're a fan. You should know this.
Oh, wait a second. Wait. Is that the door openers for on the Death Star? What
No, it's part of the X-wing.
It's a part of the X-wing?
Yeah, it's the box just below the engines. You go down
Oh.
into the wings.
I wouldn't have known. I feel so. Oh man, the Star Wars fan that I am, and I didn't pick that up. I do see what you're talking about. So it's like that.
Yeah. This box, and I added a lid to it
Nice. Oh yeah, look at the lid.
because I have to throw little Easter eggs and stuff like that in there.
Yeah,
And it's got a
definitely.
NASCAR dashboard.
Oh, the dashboard. Yeah, I recognize the dashboard. Just the distressing you did on all that part of the body right there. Interesting. It looks real.
Try.
Yeah. That's cool. Thanks a bunch, Tim. Sometimes they're shiny and sometimes they're filthy, and I really like the dirty cars.
Me too.
Thanks a bunch, Tim. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Luka. And watch the Luka Cee channel.
Thank you.
Or else.
Oh, you don't want this guy on you, and he will. He'll come to your house. And here we have Clay Kemp, and you just won the top 10 with quite an extraordinary model. You just wrapped up. You just finished this. And, well, this model has a special thing to me because I am a huge Darrell Waltrip fan. And I'll tell you, I have a story about the Western Auto car. I'll tell some other day. I love this model. And I want to take a look at that, and I want you to tell us a bit about it. So let's swing up, get out of the way. Throttle power. All righty.
This is Darrell Waltrip's 1992 Western Auto Lumina. It was a monogram kit. You hinged the trunk and the hood. It's got full detail suspension. All the oil, fuel lines are on it.
Oh, wow.
Power slide decals.
Oh, look at the lugs. You even got the orange on them.
All the stripes are hand painted.
Really?
Masked off and painted.
You didn't use the decals. That's awesome. You're hinging. Oh, that is sweet. You got the bolt in there. And the little gears that they put in. So is this depicting a certain car from a certain race, or just?
Not exactly. They changed so much. I think his last race he won was at Darlington in '92.
Yeah.
This one's pretty close to that, but not 100%.
And we got clay Kemp style detailing under that hood. And colors are dynamite. Paint is just dynamite. You got the
Neon really showed up well.
it did. I mean, and when you took it up on the stage, you could just like see that from across the room. It was. But the fact that you striped it, you didn't, actually shot it with paint. So you had to go with each degree of gray.
So many different things you got to go over. The decals you
Yeah.
got to wrap over. I just
Yeah.
wanted to see if I could try and do it.
It definitely.
Actually went pretty well.
It did. It went real well. Real well. But then you were like, were you mixing the paints or did? Yeah. Let's take a look at the bottom. There we go. Wow. All the bars up in the front, the bumper there, and just everything. And it looks like that suspension would work. That's what it really. That's always a cool thing on some of these models. But, that is just. But hey, also, how super clean. Oh, here's something that people miss. I just noticed the pegs right there for lifting them up on the jacks. You even got those in the right spot, and the marker where it's at for the crew. Every detail. Wow, that is beautiful. That's real nice. The thing about this car, I think it was the 92 season, I saw Darrell Waltrip win at the Bristol night race, and Dennis and I went, and Dennis always has a funny story that how I just bounced around and rolled in like a big dust ball because I was so happy. My boy, I always wanted to go to the Bristol night race and then have Darrell Waltrip win. So he did, but the fact he was running this Western Auto scheme and everything, and aluminum and all that, this car is one of my favorites.
But he always had awesome paint jobs, the tie
He did.
cars.
Yeah. Yeah, I got real excited. I remember when he was leaving Tide and going to be doing this, and I go, okay, yeah, that's equal. That's definitely an equal paint job. Well, you did a beautiful job in that, Clay.
Thank you.
And thanks a bunch for the time. Show a little round here, and just beautiful work. Thank you. So what did you think? Wasn't that pretty cool? I tell you, there's so many other people I wanted to do this with, and next year I'll get you guys so many great models. You've been watching my videos of the overall of the show. There's a lot of people I sent a little bit of a tribute and nod the head and try to, when they come up into the screen, I show their name and all that. And just a wonderful, wonderful show. Not just the show itself and the Acme guys put on a great show, but holy cow, all these people. But I gotta mention a particular builder I'm gonna put here. I just have one shot of the car. Let me tell you, man, this is definitely an up and comer, and obviously the quality. I want to give a shout out to Rexton Kemp. Yep. You recognize the last name? That is Clay's son. And he rolled down there with him, and he dropped this model on the table. And all I have to say is that apple did not fall far from the tree. What a nice kid. It's cool to see Clay bringing his son into the hobby like that. And he's going to be the next one. I think so. That's just an outstanding model there, Rexton. And right on, man. Welcome to the hobby, buddy. We will see you at more shows, I'm sure. So that's about it for this one, and that's it for my coverage of this year's 2021 Acme Southern Nationals in Atlanta, Georgia. Holy cow, 680 models on the table, and next year we're going to have more. Okay? Because that's why all us YouTubers, go watch everybody's videos. You'll get more of what this show was. Mine was just a little pinch of what was going on there. You got to watch everybody else's videos because, whoa, go over to BG's. Mrs. BG did some excellent coverage of, I think she hit every model. I think she shows every model. If you want to really see these models up close, check that channel out. Of course, Tim over Throttle Power and Matthew. Oh gosh, everybody. I can't list. As BG always says, it's easier to list the people that didn't come and didn't make videos than the guys that did. So go just put in 2021 ACME NNL, or however you want to do it, the Atlanta NNL, Southern Nationals NNL, and you're going to find all these videos, because holy mackerel, there's a ton of them, and everybody did their own coverage. I suggest you watch them all, man, because this show was worth it. So, with that said, you know what I say here? Keep gluing those fingers together and keep cutting that styrene, and we will see you in the next video. Here's the producers.